you don't change and everybody else around you changes, you've lost market share, brand recognition, and overall success. So all your efforts then become counterintuitive. It's very important as you communicate to be, how do I want to say this? I want to say it this way. Don't be so focused on right now that you can't see down the line, and don't be so focused on down the line that you can't prepare right now. What Bishop Dantley said was very critical. He recognizes his gifts. He said he's a big picture person. In order for anything for him to run effectively, he has to have detailed people with him. Right? If you remain a big picture person and there's nobody there to hold you accountable, you're just going to be a big picture person. And nothing will get done. Trust me, I know I'm an artist. I see visually all the time. It's the technical stuff that my wife has to do. That's my help me. Without my wife, man, please. I ain't even think about it. So, honest to goodness, if you can't be so focused on right now that you cannot prepare for the future because you'll be stagnant. Okay? And you also can't be so focused on the big picture that you can't prepare effectively in the right now. Okay? It's like that old saying my grandmother used to say, you can't be so heaven bound that you're no earthly good. It's exactly what that is. You can't be going around preaching, and the people around you are hungry. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Right? So you have to be practical about this, and what this essentially means then is a level of balance. You have to be balanced. Don't be so stuck in the way that you become successful, if you have become successful, that's where things end for you. My mother used to tell me that all the time, and she knows that she's this way. She would tell me, like, I'm not going to change, this is just how I am. And I would be like, well, why? Because that's just how it is. No, not really. Because if you thought about it this way, it could literally be different. And essentially what it boiled down to was, I don't feel like it. That's what it boiled down to. And well, if you're honest with that, then that's a different story.
Right.
If you want to be this way, that's cool. If you want your business to grow, flexibility is necessary. The ability to change is paramount. It is absolutely paramount. If you've ever seen an oak tree in a windstorm, they can crack. They're rigid, they're firm, they're stuck in that position. They can crack and fall. If you ever see a reed is actually flexible. And it goes with the climate. The beauty of it, and this is the thing that people get caught up on, is they think that because I'm too flexible, then that means that I'm swaying which way and that. No, because the reed is still stuck by the roots. It's still grounded. It's just adaptable to the circumstances. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Here's some data that I want to share with you. 97% of all small business owners are concerned about the economy, always, even in this current recession. But 26% nonetheless plan to spend more on advertising, especially online. Another 60% plan to spend about the same amount as they did in 2008, now in 2010, 2011, according to this a recent report that I found online. 25% of small business owners with less than 100 employees are fearful about the economy constantly, but 58% are merely concerned. They are also cautiously optimistic. 83% expect that in 2011 sales to be up or about the same as in 2010. That's optimism. And essentially what that is faith. That's faith. Because if it doesn't seem like it's a good thing and you still believe that something good is going to happen, that ain't nothing but God. Because in our natural minds, in our earthly minds, without that kind of faith, we will be stuck focusing on what's going on right now. We would all be bound by our past. All of us. But because of the faith that God has given us, we're able to see beyond that. It's the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Right? So if I didn't have that kind of faith, I would still be where I was when I was 14 years old. Right? But God said, nah, because I got somewhere for you to go. It's easy to believe God once you get there. It's a lot harder to believe Him in transition. That's where faith comes in. Because you got to believe Him in transition. You got to believe Him in transition. You can't see. It's like, you driving your kids in the back. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? You can't be asking God, are we there yet? You just got to trust that He's going to take you there. I've never seen the righteous forsaken nor his seed begging. And if He'll take care of us. We just have to believe. And a lot of times that means just relinquishing some control. I'm almost done. Thank you. In terms of 2009 and 2010, spending on various media, over half of small business advertisers spent the same or more on the following: online advertising, 69%. Things like the yellow pages, which is actually becoming a bit antiquated nowadays, 54%. Newspapers, 51%, and direct mail, 51%. I would recommend that advertising in the internet and direct mail be your main focuses of advertising that will actually cost you from a line item in your budget.